What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just a very quick update video for you all because my voice is pretty worn out. I've just finished up a review, but via IGN, Hasbro have just gone ahead and given us a mighty movie drop on some upcoming mainline Transformers Rise of the Beast toys. Now, these reveals consist of both Beast Alliance figures as well as actual deluxe 3-packs, and one of them is massive. It pretty much confirms a certain faction should be appearing in the upcoming movie, so we may as well get stuck into him, and it is official confirmation that we're going to be seeing a Beast Alliance Weaponizer, Predacon Scorponok, and Sand Spear. Now, Scorponok for the longest time has been pretty rumoured to be appearing in the upcoming movie, and you know, it makes sense. We're seeing the Maximals in the upcoming film. Why wouldn't the Predacons make some kind of appearance in one way or another? And it looks like they're going to in the form of Scorponok. Now, I know the rumours suggest that Scorponok is going to kind of be an army builder. There's going to be many versions of Scorponok kind of roaming around on the battlefield. We're just going to have to wait for the movie before that's confirmed, but this is a pretty good indication that that's going to be true. So we have what I think is Scorponok in the robot mode. Initially, I thought this was Sand Spear, but I just don't think they would put such a big name such as Scorponok as a small accessory. So I think the Scorpion on the rock is supposed to be Sand Spear and the robot is Scorponok, and I can definitely believe this being our live action movie version of the character, and it looks sick. You know, we have to bear a few things in mind. This gimmick based figure was probably made quite a few years in advance of the movie, so the design is probably going to change, but in terms of just a live action movie representation of him, I think it looks pretty sweet. I mean, he does look kind of like a grunt, so I can imagine there being multiples of these in the movie, but really nice head sculpt, and I just think these mainline gimmick-based toys so far have been knocking it out of the park. Some of the strongest that we've seen for the live-action movies in quite some time, so I'm definitely going to be picking this guy up, and if he does appear in kind of multiple quantities in the film, then I'm probably going to army build this, because it's a Beast Alliance figure. I think it only runs for about $14, and it looks pretty good for $14, I'm not going to lie. Nice sculpt work, nice paint work, so yeah, looks like Predacon Scorponok is making his appearance into Rise of the Beasts, and now we get stuck into some of the deluxe class kind of jungle mission 3-packs, and we're just going to kickstart things off with the biggest one, that being the Target exclusive, which consists of Airazor, Bumblebee, and Mirage. Now, Airazor was shown way back in November of last year, so she's pretty much old news, but the two characters which we never yet seen before in this kind of form are Bumblebee and Mirage. Now, we both know what their Studio Series counterparts are going to be, because I've already reviewed the Bumblebee from Studio Series, and we recently got a reveal of Mirage from the Studio Series, and for mainline, Bumblebee doesn't look too bad, but Mirage is kind of a whole other story, which I'll get into in just a second. But yeah, mainline Bumblebee looks pretty sweet. I like how the front bumper of the Camaro kind of splits into these two dagger-like weapons. Not too sure if he'll use these in the movie. I don't think this is a better figure when in comparison to the Studio Series version. I'll just be honest and say that. It doesn't look as good as that guy in my opinion, but still, for a 3-pack, doesn't look too bad. You know, decent paintwork, looks to have some decent articulation, and I've reviewed a few of these 3-pack figures, and they've definitely held their own as far as deluxes go, so I imagine it'll be a pretty fun Bumblebee, but one that's probably not going to be as good as the SS version. And now we take a look at Mirage, and it just seems like we're not going to get a movie-accurate Mirage, unfortunately, because the Studio Series version, unfortunately, I found to be very lackluster in the bot mode department, and this one really doesn't look to be any better. I mean, it has some decent sculpting in detail. I'll really have to wait until I get this guy in hand, because the way this image is shot, you can't really get a good look of the head sculpt, but I mean, the rest of the body looks okay. If anything, it looks a lot less kibbly when in comparison to the Studio Series version, so maybe it will be better. I guess only time will tell. Here we have some images of them in the vehicle mode. Now, these actually look pretty sweet. You have to bear in mind, because these are mainline, they're not officially licensed, I don't believe, so they're just supposed to vaguely resemble the vehicles that they'll be in the movie. So Bumblebee, of course, being a Camaro, it's a little more chunky than, you know, the Studio Series version, but nonetheless, still really awesome looking. We have Airazor in the Falcon mode, which we already knew about, and there we have Mirage in, I want to say, an unlicensed Porsche, but still very nice details. You know, much like the mainline Wheeljack, you can definitely tell as to who this guy's supposed to be and what kind of make of vehicle he will be in the movie. So yeah, that Bumblebee and Mirage, I'm very excited to actually get those in hand. And then we have the next 3-pack, which comprises of 3 figures which we've all seen before, that being Wheeljack, Nightbird, and Cheetor. And to go back to my earlier point in regards to Scorponok being based on early concept art, that's kind of confirmed here with the likes of Cheetor and Airazor, because they look nothing like their Studio Series counterparts. So I'm willing to bet that these were probably put together maybe 18 months ago, so long before they began kind of the CGI process of the movie. Maybe I'm wrong, I guess only time will tell, but very nice reveals today. You know, of course, the Scorponok was the big one, so awesome that it seems like Predacons will actually be in that movie. I mean, it just makes Rise of the Beast seem so much bigger to add the additional faction of the Predacons, and the mainline Mirage and Bumblebee, I'm optimistic, definitely optimistic. I'd love to get your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Are you going to be picking any of these 3 packs up? And what do you guys think of the Beast Alliance Scorponok? The 3 packs are going to run for $60, so you know that averages out roughly $20 per deluxe, which I don't think is bad at all. You know, a lot cheaper, or about $5 or $6 cheaper than a Studio Series. And like I said, I think as far as deluxes go, they can definitely hold their own individually. So let me know your thoughts down below, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.